Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and today I am going to show the last round of Tata Steel Tournament 2023 and I am going to show interesting fighting and at the end winning game of Anish Giri. Anish Giri is white and Rapport is black, and we are going to see interesting chess opening because move g6 it's not a such common move in a top chess level, because of course black is offering white to have chance to play against small or big pawn weaknesses, and white accepted. So white took on f6, and since now till end we have double edge position. Black has got two bishops, but at the other side d6 pawn is weak, d5 square is a weakness, and it's up to both players how they are going to play this position. Bishop b5, bishop d7, bishop c4, nothing special, and after this exchange both players are going to play for short castle. But before I will play short castle, let's speak about these two bishops. I think that two bishops could compensate pawn weaknesses, so black is right, but if he will exchange one of his bishop, his weaknesses are there forever. So black has to be careful to not exchange his bishop and to play for the power of two bishops. Short castle happened and now queen d3. The biggest black weakness is pawn on d5. So white is slowly playing queen d3, rook d1 and maybe rook e1. And he's trying to put a pressure against the pawn on d6. So black has to be careful, and black is careful. Queen d3 and rook c8, maybe bishop on c4 is in a danger. Knight d5 and rook e8, c3 happened, and both players are playing good moves. Still, I believe in a white's slight edge, slight advantage, but of course there are two plans for black. f5 to open one day a position, or to play 2 against 3. So that's called minority attack. And if these two pawns are going forward and 2 for 2 are going to be exchanged, maybe at the end white should have a weak pawn on c3, b2 or a2. Anywhere there is there a chance to have target. Yes, a target is important. If we know what to attack, we have plan, and the best plan is to attack the biggest weakness. For this reason bishop d7 and bishop b5. I mean, for this reason makes sense for white, that white is trying to exchange his bishop. And if he is able to exchange his light squares bishop for black's light squares bishop, black will not have anymore two bishops advantage, and maybe black will suffer till end of this game with bad pawns. But bishop c6 happened, and one more time bishop d7. That's something like offer draw. This is the last round, and nobody is happy to lose a last game of this great tournament. Anyway, up to me, Tata Steel tournament is one of the famous chess tournament, and this is the big chess celebration. So all chess world is looking here, and nobody is interested to lose his game, even this is the last round. So rook e1 and f5. Black is going to open position, and that's cool because two bishops love open position. Bishop b3, and now this is not a deadly pin. This is only exchange, because white is going to take rook on e8. That's a check, and because of this check white has chance to come out of this pin. So he took on e8 and came to queen d2, bishop e6 and rook d1. I think that still this position is double edge. Two bishops has a big power, and it's not as simple to attack pawn on d6. Say that this pawn is the biggest black weakness, but his compensations maybe is sitting in the power of these two bishops. So say still maybe level position, slight edge for white. If you don't agree, then a slight edge for black, but open position and both players are playing for advantage, chance to win this game or not to lose this game. Queen d7 for every cases, black is going to defend maybe weak pawn on d6, h3 and b5. That's cool because black is going to push his two pawns against white's 3, and that's the famous minority attack. And one more time, if two pawns are going to be exchanged for two pawns, there only one will be on the board, and this last pawn will be weakness. So now looks like black is maybe optimistic or aggressive, and he's playing for his chance because white was not able to find something concrete. Maybe now he's able to play check on f6 and to exchange this dark squares bishop. Now rook c5 and knight e3. I don't know if Anish Giri is aggressive or if he is going to push as much as he can black's position, but bishop e5, queen e4 and king g7. Still there is a chance to exchange this bishop, but white is not interesting to exchange this bishop too early, and he believed that move f4 is stronger. Yes, one day f5 is a strong move, and that's maybe the last chance to claim advantage. f4, f5 and to attack black's king. So f4 happened. And now g4. So looks like black was aggressive and he started to play his plan with b5, but he's frozen because white is trying to push his pawns in front of king, and he's trying to push and attack black's king. So now this position is shaking and it's not exactly clear who is playing for victory. And h6, bishop d5. So finally I am happy that white managed to exchange one of a strong black's bishop. So now we are watching a game where knight maybe is stronger than dark squares black's bishop, and it's really important for black to not make weaknesses around his king. If black will play blunder around his king and he will push opponents too far and or too optimistic, he should have a big problem. So okay, still this position is not bad for black, and black has to be careful to not make a new weakness. So rook c4 is aggressive, is active, and it's fine. Queen f3, queen e6 and f5. Finally white is going to push move f5, and that's a clear message to black that white believe in his position, and white believe that he has chance to play for advantage. That's of course a good message, and sometimes chess games is something like post. You are sending messages to your opponent. Am I winning? Am I losing? Am I believing? Am I not believing? And exactly here white is believing in himself because f5 is strong. So okay, knight f4, that's the reason why this variation is working, and check on h5. So I think that that's a game of a strong knight, and exactly here this knight is stronger than black's bishop, and now black is going to play blunder. Has two chances, and I think that to go back it's much more safe than to go forward. And now black played king g6 and he lost the game in next 3 moves. That's a blunder of the last round, and that's a chance for Giri to be at least second, maybe first in this tournament. So that's a great chance for this famous chess player, and finger crossed he will be first. Who knows? But okay, let's see variation to go to g8. There is a check, and maybe black was worried about this variation, but this endgame should be okay for black because of pass pawn, and maybe in this endgame dark square's bishop is stronger than knight on h5. Everything changed, but not too much, and this game should be draw. But okay, that's another story, because the story of this game is this blunder, and now let's enjoy. Rook took on d6. Wow, how is possible that this move is working? And if this move is working, white is winning. So what's happened if black is taking? On d6. So it's check here. And that's not check, that's of course checkmate. So that was a big blunder, and black has to have closed eyes and blind mind, because this is a big mistake of the last round. So he took on d6. Okay, he came to g5 and rook d5. That's a sad story for black. Only one check, that's not enough. Bishop e7, and rook took second pawn on f5, and position is of course absolutely lost. And maybe not only lost, because if black will take on g3, here is a checkmate. And it's very difficult to stop black to play this checkmate. For example, he's playing here. I think white will take here, and here is another checkmate. So too many checkmates are waiting for black. Black has no moves to avoid this checkmate, and he's losing. For example, if he's playing somewhere with his bishop, somewhere, as I told you, is a checkmate. And if not, here is a checkmate as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I am really happy to spend time with you. So if you saw something interesting, feel free and press like or press follow and make my day. Stay by me, and let's meet each other in the next tournament or next video in our YouTube chess channel. Thank you very much for your time. See you soon. Take care and bye bye.